Livid zone is garbage. Let Trey go off script. I don't know what livid zone means, but yeah, it is garbage. And definitely let Trey go off script. Although not too much because he already hurt his knee.
Yeah, no, totally. Let him go off script. I like him as a scrambler. Let him play quarterback and run when he has to. That's what I liked about his game. Yeah. I like the fact that when the ball was there, he threw it. When the pass was there, it didn't matter if he was moving. He would throw the ball. If it wasn't open, that's when he took off running. That's why I tweeted that out last night. One of the impressive parts was they dropped him back 35 times and he only scrambled 4. That's impressive.
It is.
That's for a rookie.
The way I remember Jeff Garcia, Steve Young was Joe Montana's before my time was 2-3 first downs a game with their legs, 2 or 3, and they're important, and they might get you a touchdown too.
Yeah, totally.
Josh Allen has like 27 touchdowns the last 3-4. That's a big part of his game is scoring with his legs near the goal line. And if the Niners were to bring in that offensive coordinator from Buffalo for any reason in the next couple of years, we might see something like that with Trey. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that if we went and watched a bunch of Bills tape, we wouldn't see them running him 12 times in the game on purpose.
No. You pick your spots. You run Trey Lance, at the goal line on second down.
Yeah.
You pick your spots. How the Seahawks have always done it with Russell Wilson. They're very good at it. Mm-hmm. Noble says, hey, Grant, have you ever noticed that our receivers sometimes use their body instead of their hands to catch the ball? Is that a coaching problem or am I just overreacting? Love your content. Keep it up. Well, Travis Benjamin does that. I mean, he's the kind of – I don't think the Niners really value hand-eye coordination big time. I mean, even Debo drops a lot of passes.
He does. The best one as far as just the best hands catcher on the team is Ayuk. We've seen that a few times. And, go back to – this is going to be a Jimmy thing, but it's not necessarily meant to be that. But, you go back to the game, the one – I think it was maybe Green Bay game. I don't remember who it was. Remember where they're running the deep out and he sticks it right on Samuel, but Samuel doesn't catch it, and everybody's saying, "Well, he didn't catch it because the guy had his arm."
Yeah,
that's essentially what Brandon Ayuk did for Lance on Sunday on that one throw.
Yeah.
He had half his body taken away from him, and he just catches it with one hand like this. I mean, that was just an amazing grab.
Lance needs a guy like Anquan Bolden. Remember when the Niners had Bolden and Crabtree? Those are two guys who really fit well with Kaepernick. I thought. They
would fit in really well with Lance too because they catch with their hands.
Yeah,
and they could put the ball. He didn't have to put the ball on you in order for you to be able to catch it. And that's kind of where a lot of these guys are with the 49ers.
Kids, if you don't remember Anquan Bolden, Google him. He was like a power forward playing wide receiver. He ran like a 4. He was like the slowest wide receiver ever. Ran about 4.7, 4.8.
Yeah,
and he would just kind of run up the field and just knock into you, and it'd just be open because you're on the ground. And he just knocked into you, and he was a lot of fun. And he was good right away. Right? He was like a 3rd, 2nd round pick. I think he had 100 catches as a rookie. 100 catches. It was just amazing. And did he play quarterback in college?
I think they used him at quarterback a little bit of Florida State. Yeah. But no, that's a really good call, power forward, because that's really how he played the game. He was a big dude.
Into you. Oh, now I'm open. Juan says, Grant, you brought out the best from the go. Dante Johnson, strip and recover. That's his best play as a Niner. Now you got on the now you got to get on Brusco. I've been trying with McGlinchey, man. I don't think there's anything I can do. Didn't Dante Johnson have like a pick 6 with a snow angel in Chicago?
He might have. I don't remember who it was. I know what you're talking about though.
He got penalized for the snow angel too. I think.
Yeah, they did.
Couldn't do stuff like that. Now you can.
Yeah.
MD 2020 says, "Do you think Jimmy Garoppolo and most of the Super Bowl team is gone after this year, and Lance and all the rookies start next year? Is this the plan? What do you think?"
Yes.
Yes, but the thing that's rough about this reload that's coming next year is
they're not playing.
Also, no 1st round pick.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Rough.
They're not playing. They're not playing, and they don't have a 1st round pick. That's right.
Absolutely. Yeah, the ones this year aren't playing, and the ones next year. I mean, their first pick next year could be pick 50. Something like that if they're good. Niners stinks. Bring in JT O'Sullivan. Oh hell no. Oh hell! This whole JT O'Sullivan thing is kind of getting me, man. Like, look. I know that he's doing what we're doing and pivoting to YouTube, and he's got a good personality and he's smart. But, dude, JT O'Sullivan was terrible as a player. And that doesn't mean he's a bad analyst, but from what I heard, he was the guy – this is what I heard. My dad told me that Marks brought him in when Alex Smith was the quarterback here.
Yes.
And OSullivan had been with Marks before, I think in Detroit. So he knew the offense. And Alex Smith was probably like 23, 24, something like that. And he went to JT and was like, hey, man, can you help me out with the offense a little bit? And JT was like, on your own, buddy. Thanks, JT.
Yeah. That's the year he got replaced by Shot Hill.
Yeah, you're on your own, buddy. Thanks, JT. He had 2 starts that season. I remember he started the first game and lost.
Mm-hmm.
And then started another game, but he was like, Mike Marks loved him. He thought he was the next Kurt Warner. But he wasn't.
Yeah. No, I don't know about JT OSullivan. I think I'd skip that one myself too.
Yeah, I think so. I'm still on the Jeff Garcia train. He would be such a good quarterback coach. He'd work really hard. He'd be really passionate. He would do the job. I think he'd be great at it, but it's never going to happen. Justin says, what is the percentage of deep pass attempts by Lance? Is it higher than the other rookies? I don't know.
It sounds like it. I mean, I think he had 3 of them. We know he had 4 of 20 yards or more on Sunday. So, 4 out of 40, probably, whatever his number. I don't know what the numbers are for everybody else. So I can't really say that, but he's definitely going down the field more.
Maybe the Niners should bring in someone who does. Who does what? I don't know. Sorry.
Who laughs.
Oh.
I don't know.
I told you last week, don't be surprised if Kyle holds back in opening up the playbook. Nothing in that offense was unique or surprising. The question is why.
I disagree with that. I think the running game was different than what we've seen all along. The passing game's not going to change with Lance. The passing game is going to be the same as what they've been running all along. It's just that you're going to see the ball. You're just going to see the deeper routes get the ball more.
Good point. Mark says, what's up, Grant? The play calls we saw on Sunday was garbage. I have a question. Is this the type of secret plays you've seen in practice? No. I swear there was like play action. There was a whole play action under center thing that I was expecting. And now Kyle's like, we can't do that. It's just off itself. It's out of the question. It's out of the question. I don't know why, but it's out of the question.
Yeah.
It's non-negotiable.
I don't know. The one time he had it open and it was just a bad pass, but he never came back to it.
Seth said Sermon wasn't used until the 4th quarter, trying to redshirt rookie draft picks. Kyle, every other team in the NFL plays their rookies. Mind blowing.
Yeah,
I like Sermon too. I don't, and the fact that Sermon was in the doghouse or inactive, and then he plays well makes me wonder about Banks. Because you were wrong about Sermon, Kyle. I think he's pretty good, or whatever. Can we just see what Banks can do? Because Brunskill ain't getting it done. I love your show, Grant. Here's some trivia for you. Name the only Niner first-round draft choice who was also a Heisman Trophy winner. Damn. Bono always comes with the really good trivia, man. Is this 60s, 70s?
I don't know. Was Steve Spurrier a Heisman Trophy, a first-round draft pick?
Steve Spurrier. I think that's the answer. Hold on. Let's see. I think it's Steve Spurrier. You're right.
Am I?
Steve Spurrier was the 49. He was a first-round pick, the 3rd pick. Did he win?
Did he win the Heisman?
Yes, he did. 1966.
Look at that.
That was good. You got it.
Every once in a while, it helps to be an old guy or have some old knowledge.
Oh, good. If you got to leave, it's 3:00. I can finish up with the last couple comments, or if you want to hang with me, there's a couple more.
No, we're good. We're good.
How much blame goes to Mike McDaniel?
I think he deserves more blame than he's getting.
Why? He's the offensive coordinator.
He's the offensive coordinator, and the offense has been discombobulated all season long, other than the first half in Detroit. The second half was maybe say the whole first game was fine, because the second half they were up by so much. Maybe they're just trying to run the clock out. But the rest of this last 4 weeks have been really all over the board. Right.
And his resume right now became the offensive coordinator in 2021 when the offense really started to tank. Made it less organized and made it more, pretty much. Not good. McGlinchey needs to go and sign Mitchell Schwartz. I'm losing my mind at the fact that we still haven't seen Aaron Banks. Yeah, I think I want to see Banks. I want to see Banks too. I don't understand how you write a guy off that quickly. He was hurt in preseason. Come on, give him a chance. Mitchell Schwartz, is he still waiting around?
I think so. I think he is. But the deal with Banks is he's getting the short end of that, though, because they're moving him from the left side to the right side and all that kind of stuff. There's all kinds of things going on with that poor guy.
Good point. That's a good point. Todd says, what do you think about the possibility of the Trail and Snee injury being the Lance knee injury being a hoax to give Kyle an excuse to go back to Jimmy without making fans mad. Whew. I don't think they can lie about injuries. But I mean, there's no injury report this week, right?
I don't think there is. I don't think it's necessarily a hoax. He might have a little bit of a banged up knee.
Yeah.
They're not saying that he's going to be out for the Indy game right now. They're saying that
True.
they're hoping that they can get him back, but they'll see how he feels after the week.
Everyone always has a banged up something after a football game, right? You can always say something, his back, his foot, his ear, his nose, something.
Yeah, I don't know.
What hurts, Trey? Tell me what hurts.
At this point, I'm just sticking with Lance as much as I've gone back and forth and tried to give the 49ers side of the story.
The vet Nate Sudfeld is still a possibility against the Colts, right? He might be the missing piece to the offense. Hey,
he might be.
Nate Sudfeld is the one who brings out Shanahan's best.
It might be.
He'll have the CJ Beathard effect on
he seems to do really good with the third string quarterbacks.
Bringing Quaim Harris to help the O-line. Well, I wouldn't say that. I don't think Joe wants to do it either. Joe was presented with, "Hey, be an assistant position coach, work for NBC." He was like, "Thanks, I'm gonna go." Yeah, be a personality, and he made the right choice for sure.
He sure did.
Those guys
work a lot less hours over there.
Remember, people were talking about Barry Bonds should be a hitting coach. I was like, he doesn't want to do that because I interviewed Chili Davis, who did want to do it and was one of the best. The amount of time you have to spend, you have to give every single hitter on your team the same amount of effort and thought, and it takes hours, dude. And if a guy's a switch hitter, he's two hitters essentially. So much time. You're the first guy at the ballpark, and you're just watching film all day, all their at bats. So much. It's so hard. It's so hard.
Yeah, that's the only question that I have with a guy like Jeff Garcia, but we know he's done it at least once before.
True. It's at a certain point he seemed extremely motivated and driven, but he got so many no's. I don't know if he still does it anymore. It's too bad. He seemed like he had something to give he was just a natural teacher. But yeah. You finally nailed one of my trivia questions. Steve Spurrier is correct. Hey, I didn't. It was Jack.